Well, all the talk when it comes to Australia's economic development out of that White House meeting yesterday is, of course, around critical minerals and rare earths. So I wanted to find out more about this so-called mining boom, the new boom that's coming our way. So I want to welcome the New South Wales Minerals Council CEO, Stephen Galilee. Thanks for joining us, Stephen. Is this real? We hear a lot of talk about government subsidies trying to boost all sorts of industries. Is there investment ready to go here? Are the minerals there? And obviously the demand there for them. Is this going to be a bit of a game changer?
Well, Chris, we have the minerals. We certainly have the minerals, and we have plenty of them in New South Wales as well. There are projects ready to go in New South Wales. We have 7 in the planning pipeline right now, potentially over $4 billion of investment and 3,500 jobs. And 3 of those projects are investor ready, looking for the money. And one of them in particular has been part of the discussions that have been occurring. But Chris, my question is, the governments will put some money in, they'll take debt and equity positions. That's great. The other part of the promise that's the most important is the promise to streamline approvals and make things more efficient in relation to planning assessment, to remove that red and green tape and to remove the duplication that we see at state and federal government level. So we've had that promise in the White House as well. And that's always a very hard promise to keep. We've heard it from governments over the years many, many times. And unless they can keep that promise, it's going to be very hard to get these projects into operation.
Yeah, to me, that is a critical worry. Of course, Anthony Albanese and Donald Trump were talking all this up yesterday. Have a look.
My government is making our critical minerals sector one of the biggest in the world. Australia will reap the benefits of that growth. Australia and the United States will utilise these critical minerals together and in our combined national interests.
In about a year from now, we'll have so much critical mineral and rare earths that you won't know what to do with them.
Yeah, it just makes me wonder, Stephen, whether Donald Trump understands the environmental approval laws in Australia, or the way you can have a wayward, an unknown Indigenous claim come at the last moment, conflicting with other Indigenous consultation, and projects are stymied. I mean, great, get it going, but you can't do this stuff quickly in Australia.
No, and the Prime Minister comes back to Parliament to apparently deal with the reforms to the EPBC Act, which potentially are going to make things worse. We hope not. But that's another big tranche of reforms that duplicate state government processes too. And let's not forget, Chris, most of this is about national security. 31 of those 31 critical minerals on the federal government's list have military applications. And that's why this agreement was signed by Donald Trump. It wasn't to generate more wind turbines or solar panels or batteries for renewable energy. It's for our national security and for the national security of our allies. And that's why it's even more important to get these projects underway.
Absolutely, get cracking. The other thing that really interests me is whether we can get processing here. Not just dig the stuff out and ship it out, but actually process and add value here in Australia. Any potential?
Well, there is potential, but what is often overlooked in relation to the processing itself is it's very energy intensive, Chris. So you need reliable and affordable energy, and we're seeing heavy manufacturing and other industries shut down in this country because they can't get access to that. So let's hope this is not just a pipe dream and we're going to see affordable and reliable energy in the future, but that's going to need a major reset of our energy policy.
Great stuff. Thanks for joining us, Stephen. Appreciate it.